The year is 2003. Coming to the line, Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch battle side by side for the victory, and this is not the finish we're talking about today? Oh, all right, hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, the year is 2003. The old school driver, Terry Labonte, has just won, breaking a long winless streak. It would not be the finish we're supposed to talk about still? So what one are we going to talk about today? Well, looks like it's a Monday run Busch Series race. Wow. Okay. A race that would come directly after the historic finish between Craven and Busch. With most of the fans from the day before out, the stage was set, but it may not have been to the grand scale that this race deserves. But the race would set out anyway, with Stanton Barrett leading the field to green.
The waving of the green on St. Patrick's Day at Darlington. And Stanton Barrett will try to lead his first Busch Series lap.
Got a pretty good jump there. Car looks good off turn 2. Larry accelerated hard out there. Got a little gap between he and Keller, and he just might lead that first
If he just
lap.
don't overdrive turn 3, let that thing float through there, a little bit of brake, right around the middle of the groove in the top.
Well, he's one of only 3 green cars in the field, so
Fittingly, he should lead the first lap.
Now, the field would get a chance to spread out into a run early on in the day, with Barrett having the early lead. But he would quickly be passed by Johnny Sauter. While this was the biggest early action, the first yell of the day would be a much more major one.
and the truck, oh, pow, turn 4.
Bunch of cars.
And that happened just the way you described it. Michael's in the middle of it.
Caution is out.
The yellow car there caught a slow car, and everybody piled up. That was Kerry Earnhardt, the yellow car.
Yep.
He caught a slower car, and the whole field just accordioned right to him. David Green's car all messed up.
Yep.
First caution of the day.
The old Dream Machine, she's done.
Kevin Grubb, the 26 car, he looks like he maybe got the worst of it.
And Larry Gunselman. You know, there's nowhere to run here, nowhere for the lap cars to hide. And there was Gunselman, who we saw with Johnny Sauter a minute ago, and saw in that debacle in the backstretch.
It's hard to get out of the way here.
This began the start of a short rash of cautions.
That lost time was
Trouble.
what really cost him the lead.
Back straightaway, one car spins to the inside. That's Mike Harmon.
The
It is.
44 car, caution is out. Caution is out.
Man, he killed the front of that thing. But I know what he's talking about, because when I drove 17 almost my whole career, and then all of a sudden I was driving 66. I drove right by it a couple of times.
Well, thanks, Matt, because now I don't feel so bad for having called the 2 Sauter earlier in the day.
But not out. He tries to keep it off of whoever that white car was.
22
Smith.
car, Regan Smith, yeah.
And the back end just came around. It's hard to come off that corner under somebody.
Boy,
He actually got into Regan.
Regan, who is a rookie, was lucky to save it.
Yeah. It's another one of those places where you don't need to be trying to do that right there.
This early in the race especially.
Oh,
Hard crash in the wall, Mike Bliss.
Mike Bliss got into him, and McMurray got together some way going down through there.
Just as they was fixing to turn off into
Yeah.
turn 3, and that was a hard hit.
One rectus.
It's pretty concise.
Get it back to the line. Let's get ready for a little damage control here. We're still in this thing.
I don't think tow out's going to fix that thing.
No. That when you don't see a right front tire, that means it's up in the car with him. That was a hard lick because they were going down the back. I had that happen to me one time here. Racing along beside of someone, when you get to the third turn,
Hey there, Mike.
the cars move just a little bit. You kind of make a little swerve almost to get down in that corner, and they hung wheels.
Yeah, I mean, the steering, look at the left front tire turned way in right there. I mean,
David, what happened and can you get back out?
Well, we hit the wall pretty good up there. Michael, I don't know what happened with Michael on the 12, but I kind of saw what was happening, got slowed up, and I think I got a little help pushing me, but we couldn't stop, and, I was dodging a lot of slow cars out there, but...
From Stanton Barrett.
Wow.
While all this was happening, Todd Bodine had taken control of the race. Bodine was the driver of the sponsorless number 92 Stanley Herzog Chevrolet. After 3 races, he was one of the drivers who was looking to make a championship run in the season, and leading tons of laps early on and earning bonus points was a great way. Another contender of the day against him was that of Cup Series rookie Jamie McMurray. He slowly but surely battled his way into the top 10. After intermittent green and yellow runs, the race would go green for the final 80 laps of the day, and it became apparent that the 92 was much more of a short-run car. Scott Riggs' yellow Nesquik car, on the other hand, was not, and he got the better of Bodine on the long runs, as too did Brian Vickers in the number 5 Hendrick car Chevrolet. And at that same time, green flag pit stops began. Riggs and Bodine started the cycle. Fresh Goodyear rubber was imperative to success, so even a lap on fresher rubber would be huge. Once the leaders began to file down, most of the field followed. Stacy Compton, on the other hand, kept his number 59 Kingsford Chevy on the track. He was going to try to outlast the field and steal a win by staying out until the finish. With about 14 to go, he had 19 seconds over second-place Bodine. And with 8 to go, McMurray was joining Bodine in charging up to catch Compton, a charge that Bodine and Jamie Mack would end with 3 to go.
Good news for Compton.
Whoa, man.
They've caught Compton.
Whoa.
3 wide. They did. I can't believe it.
I think that's...
The fight was now Bodine versus McMurray, with 2 laps to go.
Because those 2 cats up there fighting for the lead, they're not going to give either one any quarter.
Boy, Todd really got back to the throttle good in 1 and 2. He pulls him about 4 car lengths down the backstretch there.
Yeah, McMurray gets into 3 really good. He gets really in there hard. I don't know if he's got enough, though, to catch Todd. Oh, man, he drove her in there hard and slipped to the top.
Todd Bodine racing to find a sponsor for that team, and Jamie McMurray racing for an owner who doesn't care about points, just about winning.
And he has a pretty good cushion behind him, so he can kind of feel Todd out right here. He can overdrive his race car, and he can get by with it.
Todd can get off that corner just a little bit better than McMurray can, but McMurray's going to be tough down here in 3 and 4 now.
That's where he's been tough all day, getting off into turn 3.
He's going to close the gap, but I think it's going to be too little too late. He's there, but he can't make the pass.
Try on the
fight off the left side, just like yesterday. Here they come. It's a train.
Wow! And it's McMurray. No, it's not. It's Bodine.
Bodine. Jamie slides across to finish second.
Man, 2 days in a row. 2 fabulous finishes. Oh, my gosh.
Reminiscent of the day before, the 2 leaders made contact coming to the finish. This time, they crashed. McMurray charged up on the outside, but at the same time, Bodine got loose and made contact with him. Just a racing deal. With it, though, Bodine nabbed the win. The Onion was in victory lane. This also put him atop the Busch Series standings, 37 over that same driver, Jamie McMurray. The weekend overall gave rejuvenation to the Darlington Raceway long term. 2 of the best finishes in NASCAR history taking place at the Lady in Black in the same weekend. As for the 2 competitors that made it happen, well, McMurray scored another win at the Rock towards the end of his part-time season in 2003. As for Todd Bodine, the season did not have as happy of a finish as McMurray did. While he and his number 92 team had led the points for the most part of the first half of the season, they fell behind one important aspect: funding. Lack of funding led to Bodine's release and multiple skipped races from the team. Herzog-Jackson Motorsports only ran 2 more races before shutting down, running 11th at Kansas and 27th at Homestead, both with Jeff Green. But on that chilly Monday afternoon, all else didn't matter. But with that, I want to pass this on to you. Did you even know that this finish had actually happened that weekend? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more NASCAR content. And to everybody who is a member of the channel, I really, really, really want to thank you for all of your support. It really means a lot. So until next time, have a good one.